Hey everyone, it's Fitz with the Walk and Talk. Although I'm done walking, I left my magic wand here in the car, so I had to come out to it. In the drizzle here in 68-degree Manhattan, Kansas. Van Malone today, along with the other defensive assistants. We'll get Joe Klanderman later in the week as defensive coordinator, but Van, of course, is associate head coach. And every time I hear Van speak, every time, and I think the same thing. And in the middle of today's 30-minute gathering with Van, Wyatt Thompson leaned over to me and said, how is this guy not a head coach? Which is always what I wonder. And I do wonder that. Van's so impressive. I think the world of Van Malone, and I'm so happy that he's at Kansas State. Sorry, I'm having some cord issues. I asked him some interesting questions about the state of the program. Is the program finally getting to where maybe they want it to be? And they've seen the depth, the development, the kind of buy-in you need to take that next big step. Winning more games than losing is difficult. I mean, you're in the upper half right there, aren't you? And then taking that next step to go to 8-9 wins is something. And that's where Chris Klieman's got the program. But that next step, that one where you take it over the hump and you're consistently contending to play in your conference title game, you're pushing for double-digit wins. That's the next step, and that thing is really difficult. And I don't mean this is a shot, but ask Matt Campbell. I mean, getting to the 10-win threshold is really a challenge. It really puts you in elite company, particularly if you can perpetuate that. And I feel like Chris Klieman, we talk about the kids a lot and how good the program is and how much talent there is right now in this program. And it's substantial. This is one of the more talented K-State teams in many years. It is really well constructed, both offensively and defensively, have the type of weapons that can make you elite. But I guess what I want to say today is, in talking to first Van and then Coach Tui and Coach Standard, Coach Wyatt, the non-titled position coaches, I'm just really struck by how impressed I am by these coaches. This coaching staff seems to have a little bit of everything. They're really diligent recruiters, the guys that are a little bit older and really just want to kind of coach. And there's a depth to the coaching staff right now that I really appreciate that goes with the locker room. And again, Van Malone is such an impressive individual, and he came very well prepared for this. He had notes on his iPad, had a long opening statement, which we kind of thought was interesting for an associate head coach. But I always, when I ask Van questions, I always ask questions as if he is the head coach. Because if something would happen with Chris Klieman, you know, if he blows out a knee and has to miss some games, it's Van that'll take over. And I feel like Van's ready to be a head coach, sounds like a head coach, looks like a head coach, just isn't a head coach. And he's not the only one on the staff. Both coordinators certainly feel that. Connor Riley certainly feels that way to me. And you can go on down the list of some other guys that might eventually develop into head coaching material. Well, nothing too in-depth with this. We'll have a lot of written coverage, some of it VIP at GoPowercat. Make sure you're subscribing. We've got a big deal coming at the end of the month. If you're not, you might want to stay tuned for that. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is Fitz. I'm getting out of the rain. I'm getting wet. I'm soft. I don't like that.